Hi. So I get a lot of questions about what dyslexia is. And I thought maybe in this video I could tell you first and foremost what dyslexia isn't, and then tell you on a very basic level of what dyslexia is and how it can affect learners in the classroom. So dyslexia isn't a reflection of your intelligence, and it isn't a disability. Dyslexia isn't only related to reading and writing. It isn't only related to vision and issues with your vision. That's what it isn't. And it isn't something that should stop you. It isn't something that should prevent you from being everything you can be, or your learner being everything that they can be. With the right intervention and the right support and the right strategies, your learners, or you, if you're dyslexic, can be anything you want to be. And we only have to look at the examples of some of the most famous people in the world who were all dyslexic. If you look at Michelangelo, who said that he found it very difficult to read and write. The same for Leonardo da Vinci. Two of the most renowned artists of all time. Albert Einstein was dyslexic. Steve Jobs, the inventor of the iPhone, dyslexic. Tom Cruise, dyslexic. Many more people. And the inventor of the light bulb, dyslexic. Henry Ford, dyslexic. A lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of visionaries, people who are very creative. I want to talk to you about what dyslexia is, or what it is defined as at the moment. And I say at the moment because it's an ever evolving area of research. Because it is neurobiological, which means it affects brain processing, and it's biological, it is something that is quite usually inherited. So you will find some other dyslexic people or people with dyslexic tendencies within the family, maybe not directly, very probably directly, but could also be grandparents, could also be cousins, and you will also find other indicators, okay, which I'll tell you more about. So dyslexia isn't just about reading and writing. Yes, it can affect, and I'm quoting the Rose Report 2009 here, which is available free on the internet. Just Google it, Rose 2009, the Rose Report, and it's about identifying dyslexia. It was a massive project that took place in back in 2009, and really is still the go-to for the definition of dyslexia. So what is dyslexia? It is something that can affect the accuracy of fluent reading and writing. There are other areas that it can affect also, okay? It can affect your verbal processing. It can affect verbal memory and phonological awareness, not to be misinterpreted with the phonics, okay? So those are areas that need more investigation, certainly not for this video, maybe another one, but those are the areas that you need to think about. It affects memory, working memory, and working memory capacity, okay? So slower, cleared, concise instructions, are important for dyslexic students. And dyslexia does not come on its own. It's not black and white. It's on a continuum. So you could be mild, you could be moderate, you could be severe. But what is really important to remember is that there are other flags for dyslexia also. So when you think about dyslexia, you're not just looking at reading, writing, and listening skills. You're also looking at personal organization. You're also looking at writing, motor coordination for writing, motor coordination for doing different things. Mental calculation, so mental arithmetic can usually be a flag there. So concentration also is another one. What we're finding out more and more is that dyslexia is something that usually has other traits of different learning differences. So you can have characteristics of ADHD, dyscalculia, and dyspraxia and dysgraphia. All different areas can be affected. When you are looking at a child or a learner in your care, or you're thinking about yourself, think about it as a whole picture. Think about it as an entire profile. And think about all the different areas that can be ticked there. And if you're ticking a lot of those boxes for yourself or for a learner in your care, then maybe it's time to put them forward for screening for dyslexia or for assessment. Now, what would happen before that is that before you go for screening, before you go for assessment or to sit the parents down and talk to them, or if you're a parent, that before you would go for assessment, I would certainly advise making sure that there has been good quality first teaching, that there has been good intervention teaching, and if still these issues are arising after there has been intervention, there has been quality first teaching, and there's still flags and there's still areas that need a lot more work, that's when your time to go for screening and for assessment. So if you want to deepen your knowledge a bit further, there's a free masterclass down in the description for you. Go ahead and just click that. And otherwise, I will see you very soon. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to click the bell, don't forget to send me any comments and I'll answer you. And let me know, is there anything that you would like me to talk about with regards to multilingualism and dyslexia?